In other areas of news, as Washington continues to bicker over the budget, our country is headed for economic default.
So is there any way to save it? Democrats say, sorry, we just can't cut anymore.
No.
Plus, the cupboard is there. There's no more cuts to make. It's really important that people understand that.
John Stossel says the cupboard is not bare, and he hopes that some parts of the government stay shut down for good.
That soundbite was the best thing to ever happen to your show.
It's what my show's about. Let's do a show based on that.
The cupboard. What did you find in the cupboard?
They spend $3.7 trillion. Only a politician could call that bare. And I'm hoping the shutdown will wake people up, as you said, and say, hey, maybe we don't need all this stuff.
Because when you look at the waste, it's substantial, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's the obvious stuff, like they're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to study pig feces in China. They made a video game about aliens saving the planets, which they call to fight climate change. Sure. This Make Chai Not War comedy tour in India.
Right.
You know, a study about how young men drink more. That's the small stuff, though. But we could close whole departments. Why do we need a commerce department? Commerce just happens.
Sure.
Government gets in the way.
Education. Why do we need that at the federal level? Because it's mainly done at the local level.
And that's $100 billion. I mean, President Obama said, for example, we need to do this to end the shutdown for the person working for the Agriculture Department helping farmers make profit. People make profit on their own, or if they don't, then they should go out of business. We don't need an agriculture department helping farmers.
What about the EPA? The EPA, it turns out, they asked for essential workers to work. They've kept 1 out of every 10.
Right, 93% they found to be not essential, right?
Well, I would say they don't need 1 out of 10 for a year. The rules are there. Nobody would know. The Earth won't notice a difference if you shut the EPA for 10 years. We do need an EPA to set some pollution rules.
Sure.
But they're huge.
And John, you know what? And it is, I guess, the fault of both parties. Through the decades, the government has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's so bloated, neither party really wants to cut much.
And even John Boehner, when asked by Brian Williams, well, what would you cut? You have all these cuts. Well, nothing comes to mind right now.
Well, the Tea Party, you know, their faction would love to cut things down. They're for small government, just like you are.
Trimming all the fat.
But they were going to cut federal flood insurance. They didn't. Once some of their constituents said, I'm going to have to pay more for insurance.
How does this figure into Stossel?
We'll show you how easily things could be cut, how this could be a good thing, how with less government, people are freer because we have more, we'll create the jobs, and we'll invent the good things.
So you're pro-shutdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut more down.
Okay, John.
The cable cupboard is not empty over at Stossel. Check it out on Fox Business.
No first name,
Nancy's
just a
cupboard
last.
is overflowing.
You're the Pele of Fox
John,
Business News.
Thank you.
All right, 27 now after the top of the hour.